Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another morning coffee talks. It is Tuesday. Man, it's Tuesday. It's been a while since I kind of checked in with you guys. I hope everybody's doing good. My week starting off pretty good. Can't complain. Can't complain at all. Just ready to clock in this job for now, right? And get it going. But um it's man, the internet just constantly gives me content. And I know that all of it's not real life, but there's always a little bit of truth into it, right? And I say that to say, listen, husbands out there, you have to remember, man, no matter what's going on in life, you can't be a part time husband and expect full time respect. A marriage doesn't work when your body's in the house, but your mind and your efforts are somewhere else, right? You made a vow. That vow didn't come with part time hours, man. It just didn't. Um, you have to remember that marriage is a daily commitment, and when it comes to marriage and things like love, they aren't just like these grand gestures. They're daily actions, they're daily choices. you don't when it comes to marriage, you don't clock in and out like it's a job. You have to remember that it is a job in the sense of it takes work, right? You want to be committed, but you can't clock in and out. You're a husband 24/7. It's the same as when you have kids, like you don't stop being a parent. Like you just can't turn that switch on and off, right? It's the same thing as you being married. Um, so that means like you have to have presence, you have to have consistency and intentional efforts, right? Even on the days that you're tired, even on the days you're stressed and you're not locked in. Like for instance, right? The little things. We know Easter just passed. Some celebrate it, some don't. And man, my wife had been talking about an Easter basket, just not even like being serious. Um, and I ended up getting her one, and she didn't even think that I was gonna do it, but I just did it. I just put something together, intentional though, but I definitely put something together, and it was just a nice gesture. You know what I mean? Just a nice gesture, man. And it's just a little reminder of, hey, I love you. Hey, I'm listening to you. Hey, I'm thinking about you, right? And again, then it doesn't have to be that, but it was just the fact of the matter that she had been talking about it for a while, and I did it unbeknownst. So, um, and so that brings me to your wife, man. She needs more than just your paycheck. She needs more than just a paycheck. Listen, providing financially, it isn't just like the finish line, right? I feel like it's the baseline. And again, that doesn't we know we're in modern marriages, so it's not just as one income household. But I say that to say that's just inevitable that that's just part of it, right? You paying bills and providing financial, that's just part of it. So again, that's just the bare minimum, that's the baseline. But emotional availability, quality time, affection, communication, these are not optional extras, man. This is what comes with it as well. And I know it sounds like a lot, but being in a regular relationship without having that commitment is a lot as well. Why not get something from it? In a sense of, some loyalty that comes with it, that commitment comes with it, that lifelong partner comes with it, a real wife comes with it. It's like just the commitment brings more when you're married versus being single. And I know like it may not seem like that, but it does. I've been on both sides, obviously. Um, Listen, not to get too far from topic, but when it comes to you being more than a paycheck, you just can't show up for things like anniversaries, birthdays, special holidays, and think that that's what covers the rest of the year. You know what I mean? It's the things in between. Again, it's the small things, the small wins. Bringing her flowers on a random day, right? Giving her a gift on a random day. And again, these don't have to be big gifts. Like, my wife loves to read. I remember one time just buying her a book one time. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. It don't cost that much to do that. Definitely the genre that she likes, but it's the fact that again I'm thinking about her. My wife has her own business, and she had just hired in some employees. I brought donuts and what else? I think it was something. I mean, flowers or something like that, just for her new employees to welcome them. On top of to let her know that hey, I support you, and to show them that I support her. So when the opposite side of not showing that support, the opposite side of not being there emotionally is the absence of emotion, right? And the dangers of it, the emotional absentee. You know, again, you can be in the house but be absent in a relationship. But who wants to even live like that? Like, what's the point, right? A wife can feel when you check out, right? When you're scrolling instead of talking, when you're silent instead of leading. Women have great intuition, right? Don't let your marriage starve while you feed everything else. Your job, your hobbies, your social media. Now, if you working, I get it. That's you have to feed your family. That's part of it, right? Again, we know that that's a baseline financial, so that may be part. But if you're not making money, if you're not attempting to make money from it, then again, why be married if you're not gonna be there? Again, don't let your marriage starve while you feed everything else around you, right? And I want to say this last thing too, or this last point. In particular, or especially if you have kids, you have to understand that they're watching. Again, I don't have kids yet, but I have nieces and nephews. I've been around kids my whole life. And I remember being a kid. They'll miss nothing. You know what I'm saying? Listen, a kid do not miss nothing. Especially, the younger kids. They pick up every little mannerism you do, everything you say. They are watching. They are watching. So if you're a father, you have to remember that your kids are learning what marriage looks like by watching you. Be the example, man, of consistency, of love, of strength, humility, and what a man looks like, what a husband looks like. You know, it's like it's almost, and again, it's not 100%, but it's close. A lot of times, what they see is what they become, or what they'll settle for as well. You know, so I'm a firm believer in a part-time husband leads to full-time problems. If you're not all the way in, um, you basically halfway out. That's how I look at it. So listen, if you haven't, man, check yourself today. Check yourself. Ask yourself, are you really showing up, or are you just around? Your wife deserves better. Your family deserve better. Your kids deserve better. And you deserve better to be a leader. Not just a roommate. Be the husband you said you'll be. Not just words, but action. All right? Don't be a part-time husband, man. Be a full-time one. Stick to your vows. So, hey, drop a comment below. Subscribe to the Husband Code if it's your first time. If you've been watching for a while, subscribe. Also, if you got any value from this video, hit that like button and also hit the notification bell because we constantly dropping videos like this all the time. Until next time, I appreciate y'all. Just hit 700 subscribers. We moving on up, man. I appreciate y'all, seriously. But till next time, peace.